Hello everyone, and this video is for the full moon in Pisces lunar eclipse. This is Lilly Sky Messages channel. You can find me on Instagram, Lilly Sky Tarot. So this is again for the full moon in Pisces, lunar eclipse Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, the high peak 7:34 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10:34 Eastern Standard Time. So this eclipse is between the 17th and the 18th of September. Depends on your location. The degree is 25 degrees 40 minutes. So this eclipse is happening in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces, 28 degrees 35 seconds. The element for this moon is very strong water, and then second would be earth energy. The eclipse is in the 12th house of Pisces as well. So very strong Pisces energy. I recommend just having as much calm through your day as you can manage on your end. Okay, during the eclipse season, we usually feel the eclipse even a week, some say 2 weeks before and after. You can feel, I feel the solar eclipse, you can feel it very strongly too. Sometimes depends on it even more. But with this lunar eclipse energy, the sun is in Virgo in the 6th house. All right, so you can look at that for any form of healing because it's in the 6th house of Virgo as well. All right, healing your health, finding balance with that Pisces energy. And before, we had the full moon in Virgo, and they're both that opposite sign. Okay, so it's kind of like closing the book in a sense, right? And when it comes to eclipse energy, it can feel a little bit chaotic because it's the planets aren't moving as they normally do. The moon between the sun and the moon, and that casts a shadow on the moon. So hopefully you get to take a look at the moon later on. Usually during the high peak, some people believe to stay inside if you can during the high peak moment, within that hour of that time, and just to keep yourself as calm throughout that eclipse day itself. All right, being mindful of your own thoughts and counteract it with positive thoughts. Whatever that situation is, find that balance there. So let's look at the different aspects on this full moon Pisces eclipse. Okay, and like how can you use this energy, because it's really going to be a lot on the mind and staying focused on the mind. Okay, and I love this image that I'm using. I'm finding these really cool images. Shout out to the artist that made that. I really love it. So you want to look at how some of these aspects will affect you, or how you can really use them in a positive way. Number one, eclipse, always being mindful, always being still, calm, no matter what you're doing, right? That's a controlling practice within. Now, Neptune conjunct the moon, what you can look for in this is know the energy that surrounds you. So wherever you are, just feel the energy around you, right? And that can be a really good clue to how you will flow through that day. Venus trines Jupiter. That's another aspect that you can look at. And this would be really good to stay focused on any changes that's coming up and really being on top of it. This can help you with your communication and being on time to like new trends or new changes, new situations. That way you can be successful with that new idea, that new change. You can be on time or even ahead of the game. Uranus sextiling Neptune, you can tap into like this peaceful, harmonious aspect. You might have feelings of thinking of, the meaning of your life. You might have been getting strong dreams at this time as well because of that Pisces moon coming up. So the meaning of life, maybe seeking out different advice that will give you strength, right? Because if you think of the planets, because the meaning of this aspect mentions the planets, not just the planet that's in your sign or your house for your sign, but also the other planets around it and what they're doing. You can use them to kind of give you strength and power and guidance, right? So planetary practice, planetary hour practice, you can use it for meditation, manifestation, so on. So, advice to like strengthen yourself. Focus on you being original and true to yourself. And when you do that, you can find yourself being more successful no matter what it is that you're facing, whatever you're going through. You can find that inspiration, that motivation. It's like your own creativity. Okay? So, just going over that before I read everyone's horoscope, it's just you remaining mindful and being aware of your subconscious mind, the things that you are not really aware of that you're thinking, but it really affects a person's mood, right? So holding that high vibration, and that really goes back to having a daily practice. And if you started that and implement that on the new moon that we had in Virgo, okay, your daily life, because Virgo governs that daily life, that I serve energy. So really paying attention to your subconscious mind. Um, Look into like maybe you're having experiences that deal with secrets, and maybe you're trying to find out, hey, what does this dream mean? Maybe it's your subconscious mind, things that you think of daily. Sometimes for people, it's hard to let go of certain things. Whatever is important happening in their family, their life, work. So your dreams can really play that part, and they can also offer you guidance or answers to past problems, situations, stuff like that. This 12th house has to do with also the unseen reality, right? Because in the 12th house, it's like the subconscious mind, secrets, dreams, the unseen realm. So that could be like the spiritual things, like afterlife, spirits, stuff like that. Family members that pass on, ancestors, ghosts, whatever. So that type of subject matter, okay? And also, the 12th house is so big on self transformation. Whatever change is happening, and it's not good to change anything during the eclipse time. It's best to keep things chill until that eclipse is over, that particular eclipse is over, right? So you want whatever transformation you're doing, you want to make it calm. You want to be still. You don't want to make it more than it needs to be, right? Okay. So let's look at the chart and let's do the reading. So from Pisces, we're just going to go to Aquarius. So for Aquarius in this full moon lunar eclipse, it's the same thing. It's the same message that we just read for the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse energy. But you want to see how your friendship and your personal groups are and if they match up with the goals you have for yourself. So really reevaluating that. Kind of like the same message that was brought on in the new moon, the last new moon we went through in Virgo, okay? The 10th for Capricorn is your career. You're in the MC, you're in the spotlight, okay? So a lot to do with your 10th house. Your travel time, where you need to travel to. Maybe you need to move, or you just move, and maybe it makes it the same challenge, or made it a little bit better. But you can really use that Pluto energy to really see the bigger picture in things. And since Pluto is in retrograde, along with Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and the North Nodes, and Chiron for healing, it's really doing what you already have been doing, but even doing it better, being more grateful, being more calm. That can help your career and everything else balance out. Sagittarius, look at just being steady and successful. That's your main thing. Steady and successful, and like letting go of things that could be a distraction that doesn't really help you in any aspect of your life. Scorpio, this could be for you to really make changes that aren't seen right away by others. So that's really dealing with the mind for you. And that this will improve your relationship. So inner work, self work. Libra, this moon is a lot going on in there. You have the luck with you, right? So whatever you're going through, it's not as bad as it could be because you got the fortune. So that's great. But there's changes on the horizon. You have Venus, changes in love. That's your planet, okay? You have Lilith, timing, the timing of things that happen. And you and Aries are in your north node, south node. You have the south node going on for you. And you also have the vortex going on for you, which is things happening out of your own doing, out of that feels like it's out of your control. Just learn from that lesson. And in the last video I made, the new moon in Virgo, I explained the vortex, the meanings of it, okay? And the vortex is really like that timing, that experience that you really weren't putting energy towards it. It's just part of life. It happens, and then you really have to flow and learn from it. Okay? Now, Virgo, it's your birthday season. Happy birthday all Virgos. And for Virgo, you have Mercury in the 6th house of your daily life, your Virgo house, the house of your work, the service, self improvement, all of that. Look at your work and see how you can measure out or change up your schedule in the future, maybe in October or November, so that it will offer more balance. And that's for all Virgos, everyone that has Virgo in the three prominent areas, which is Sun, Rising, and North Node, okay? And you can take all of these horoscope for these different signs just like that. All right. So Leo, for Leo, this eclipse, what the work that you can do to help kind of clear out that aspect, whether you realize it or not or want to realize it, is how you treat the people that you're attracted to and why you're attracted to people, and really kind of do the shadow work or the psyche, the mind work, reprogramming your mind when it comes to romance and how you choose to have fun. And this is for some of you, and your creativity. Others, it will be really looking at how you you love, right? How you feel attracted to other people in all aspects, all different ways, whether it's their personality, a loving relationship, friendship, whatever. What makes you attracted to people, and is it healthy? Is it good? Look at that, and also working on the heart chakra, which is very Leo, okay, and healing that. Cancer, looking at the home. It's between understanding things at a fundamental level. How did something start? What started it? What's the meaning? What's the core message? And looking at how your home life is. What needs to change up, from the way you sleep, the way, is it cluttered? Is the home neat? Are you happy there? Like looking at all of those aspects and really remaining calm and doing a mindful meditation, and just realize that everything comes from within you. So you will have to find that solution, the best way to rearrange things for the end of the calendar year. Yeah? Okay, so Gemini. For Geminis, it's looking at how you communicate, how others communicate with you, what you can change up so that that communication is better, or it improves, or you feel good about it, or it just works. It's vibes. Okay, it's a good energy exchange. And also from like a second house, the things you possess, maybe letting go of things, even before the new calendar year, and clearing things out, and making the home feel the way you want it to feel and look the way you want it to look. And skills, improving skills, in the right flow of the moon. the waxing of the moon, and how you fight for the things you want, and how you protect the things you want, and how technology plays a part in that, and how a new shift, a new change that's coming for you in the next 2 years, how will that look, right? Um, and how you can use the kind of a Uranus type of energy, that is, that will help you, right? Even though Uranus is in Taurus, Gemini and Taurus can vibe off the same kind of energy depending on the week that you were born as a Gemini, okay? So, Gemini, you have Jupiter, so that's really good to get things that you want quickly to happen. And I feel like October will bring some good changes for you as well, all right? Taurus, you putting yourself first and putting the people that you love and care for first is really good. Changing in your appearance will help. Anything outward that you can show, that you want to show, because you're very private and you're ruled with by Venus, just like Libra is. So you are going to show what you want to show in an outward change, right? And there's a lot of changes in the background too. And for Taurus, if there's something you're struggling with, have a daily practice and portion out things for you, whether it's food, whether it's work, whatever it is. People needing your time, give other people schedule, especially if you're a mom, a dad, a parent that's actually involved, or you manage people. Like, give tasks, give that structure, and set expectation in a nice, gentle, strong, powerful way, so that you don't feel overwhelmed, right? So really delegating things and finding solutions. Aries, this is a great time because you still have Chiron, is to focus on what is best for you. Even though you're talented, amazing, and powerful, making sure that your close relationships aren't draining you, and really get things in order. So if you're not asking for help, this is the time to get the help that you need, rather than thinking that your solution is going to work it, right? So getting it done. And you have the North Node. So in your birth chart, you can look and see where is the North Node in my sign, and that's both for you and Libra. Even though wherever the North Node will be in the present day, that's fine. But look at where it is in your birth chart and implement some of those positive attributes, um, from that zodiac sign into your current life, okay? Because sometimes when I hear people explain astrology, they're not really explaining what something is, so someone can like really look at that and say, oh, okay, I could do this, I could do that. Oh yeah, that does really go in flow with my life. And when I do in-person workshops, and it has some like a talking point to it, right? Talking segment, and then we'll do like a meditation or a sound healing. And when I explain the zodiac chart before a particular meditation, um, they're like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. My relative, some relative or friend is going through that." It's like, "Oh crap, this stuff is real," right? So lots of healing for Aquarius. I'm not for Aquarius, for Aries, the letter A. Okay, for Aries. Okay, and that can be really helpful in letting go of ego, and in your own way, where you won't feel like I don't know nothing, I don't know anything, right? Is seek the help that you need. And that can be very powerful. So circling it all in flow here. This is a new moon that will offer us maybe a reliving of the past, and our dreams are really offering us answers. Our dreams, our mind, however it works for you, your mind is really trying to look at the true meaning of something, rather than trying to be entertained throughout the day and all the responsibilities of the day. Like, what is really the issue, right? And when we have the eclipse, we can really use it to say whatever is out of order, we can really kind of let it go and get ourselves back on track based on looking at the astrology, and also it will line up with what's going on in your current life right now. Okay? So that's it. It's not as long as the other video, but we got it. So I hope you all enjoy this eclipse and look at it in a positive way. It is 25 degrees. It is 40 minutes. So if you do meditate and you're on my meditation channel, really spending that 40 or 45 minutes of meditation really good, right? It's not just, you don't have to do one practice in that meditation. You could break it into three different things. One to physically move the body, one to really help you with the mind, right? And another one again to really help with the mind. They all help with the mind and get us in balance. But some form of mindfulness meditation would be good. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you all enjoy this reading and find some use in it. Definitely click like. It helps the channel. And I will see you all in the next video.